Welcome back to Casa Refine. I'm Jorge. Today I'm giving my small bathroom a much needed refresh, a makeover if you will. So let's get started. Welcome to paradise, the bathroom, my dream bathroom. I'm just kidding. It is what it is. This is my bathroom, and to be honest with you, it's nothing special, but this is actually probably the first ever room makeover video that I did for the channel. Well, for me, but shared on the channel, and honestly, I'm still happy with it, but there's a couple updates, a couple things that aren't really working out for me, so I'm gonna give it a bit of a refresh, if you will. Overall, I am pretty happy with the existing mood of the space. It just feels calming and neutral, but there are a couple pieces, a couple items I want to take care of. Number one is to improve the storage solution, update the lighting, update the walls, and of course, update the decor. But what I want to focus on right now is this little corner. It's going to be a bit of a tight squeeze. I apologize. I'm going to try my best to document this. It's going to be hard, but this has been wasted space. A little corner, a little nook right here, and I feel like it has a lot of potential. Now, I was thinking of building some shelves for here. I think that would certainly give me the storage solution that I need, but the thing about open shelves is that it just, you can see all the crap, and if you know me, you know I like hiding the crap behind a cabinet, and I went ahead and purchased and built this cabinet that I got from my recent trip to IKEA. It's a pretty simple white cabinet that actually fits in here, which is pretty great. So I'm thinking of maybe doing an IKEA hack. Contact paper. Yes, contact paper. To be honest with you, this is not something I've really ever used before that I recall. It just looks and feels cheap to me, but I can certainly understand the use for it, especially for like a rental, maybe like to cover a countertop or something like that. So actually, I take that back. I could certainly see the use for this, but it's not something I've ever really used before. But I think this is gonna be fine for a cabinet like this. It's honestly tucked away in the corner, like it's fine. I certainly wouldn't do this for a like statement piece by all means. What I like about this one, I purchased it on Amazon, but it has this like textured, like you could feel the wood grain. Certainly not real, of course, but I don't know, it feels thicker and it's more of a like white oak look. I think it's gonna be a lot easier if I lay it here on the table on a flat surface. I think that could be pretty helpful. Let's see here. Comes with this squeegee to get the air bubbles out. It's harder than I thought. I'm trying my best to get it on nice and straight, but it's gonna be a bit of a challenge. I'll figure it out. Go. Looks pretty good. I do apologize. It's pretty hard to see the true wood tone of this with this awful lighting, but I must say it's quite beautiful in person. Okay, so I got this little pole right here from Amazon. It's a matte black, which is beautiful. This is something that I've been using throughout the house. So for the sake of consistency, I will also be using it in the cabinet. The one that the IKEA comes with is just like a tiny little knob, which is not good. So this is going to be a much better option. It's kind of giving Japandi vibes. One of the things that I'm going to be doing, and I'm not actually one for accent walls per se, but this is such a small bathroom. Initially, I wanted to go for something kind of moody and dark, but this is the bathroom that I use every day. And knowing myself, if I go moody, I will get sick of it and it's going to be too much. So I think keeping it neutral will be overall the best option. However, I do want to introduce maybe a new material to add a bit of texture and make it feel more interesting. And as you know, I lime washed the walls years ago. I probably will do a fresh coat of lime wash paint. Perhaps maybe something different, but it'll pretty much be the same. But for this wall right here, I do not want, essentially I'm creating an accent wall, but not something that really stands out. I don't want to create a contrast between colors. So I have narrowed it down to these 4 peel and stick tiles. The reason I'm going for peel and stick is I don't want anything permanent because I change my mind all the time. And I feel like this is going to be a bit of an easier installation as well. So I narrowed it down to these 4 tile samples. The first one here is the Silige Zagora. It is in the square form, and this has more of a sort of matte sheen. Next up, we have the Silige Oya. This has a glossier sheen, also in square. And clearly you can see these really complement, almost blend in with the existing lime wash paint. And I purposely like that. I think just the introduction of a new material, but not a new color, will be the best way to go. Next up, we have the Morocco Morocco Esauria in the rectangle shape. And I probably would do a vertical stacked tile design. And I think this is the one that I'm leaning towards. It has a glossy sheen as well, which I think is interesting. Next up, lastly, we have the Morocco Tangier. This is sort of a little bit darker, I would say kind of like a taupe color, and this is the matte sheen. Let me know which one you would go for. I think I'm going to go for the Morocco Esauria. I really love the color, and I kind of do like the sort of glossy sheen. I think that'll add some nice interest in here. I found this gorgeous mirror. Hopefully you can see on camera. It's a really small bathroom. I might need to get the wide angle, but it's a really wonderful mirror. I got it from Amazon and I absolutely love the gold frame. It's slim and the gold is perfect. It's not so yellow. It has a slight green undertone. As I said in the past, there was some issue with the ceiling. It's all taken care of. I still need to paint and all that. Install some molding up here. Definitely some new light fixtures. I ordered some, I don't know if I love them but we'll see. I ordered another set and then deal with this window situation because it's not it. There was a bit of a roof situation, but that's all taken care of now. So now I'm just giving a fresh coat of paint for the ceiling because that will instantly improve the space. I will say, if I were to design this room for the ground up, I certainly would not include that ridiculous amount of texture on the ceiling, but it is what it is. As I've been working on this makeover, I realized that there used to be a light right here, but it was removed at some point, and I just quickly installed this one just to make sure everything works properly. It does, so I'm so excited. I ordered a light fixture, a beautiful sort of mid-century modern one that I think is going to be perfect here, and it's going to complement the lights that I have ordered for the vanity. So yesterday I put up the trim up on the ceiling and it already looks so much better, and today I spent some time painting it and it's starting to feel a bit more finished. I think it was the right move. It just feels a little bit more elevated and more cohesive with the rest of the home. So let me put another coat and then we can work on the wall, on the walls, because you know how I said I was gonna leave the lime wash paint existing as it is? Well, I think I'm going to do something a little bit different, but similar. What I'm adding here is called fresco plaster, and if I'm not mistaken, I believe it is a lime-based plaster. It's adding subtle texture and slightly changing the color, although on camera it might not read as beautiful as it is in person. So right now I am giving the baseboards a fresh coat of white paint because honestly that really makes a big difference. Not the most exciting thing, but it's very satisfying when it's done. Okay, let's take care of this accent wall right here. So remember how I said that I was gonna go for this one? This is the Morocco Esauria. It's kind of like a whitish color, so I ordered it, and I mean, upon looking on it, it does look good in this space and it does complement the adjacent walls, but I don't know, I feel like I want something a little bit more moody, and I feel like this is just gonna be a bit too vanilla. Nothing wrong with it. I will say it also does lean a little bit on the cool tones, but not that much. So I'm actually gonna go for the fourth one. This is the Morocco Tangier. A lot of people I asked on Instagram, and not that I do design by vote, but a lot of people really loved this one, and I agree. I think this is just gonna add a new level of moodiness to this space that I think works well. And you can see it's gonna complement the adjacent wall quite nicely. It has this beautiful sort of color variation in the taupe color tone. I just love the fact that these are like 3D. Like, it feels like these are real tiles once they're up. I've got a box full of them. Let's install. Honestly, I'm a perfectionist, and some of these walls can be a bit quirky. So I'm gonna be using this leveler here. I got this on Amazon. Honestly, this thing has been a game changer for me and a lot of my projects. And I'm just gonna make sure that they are just going up nice and evenly, and or just I guess nice and straight, because I think this wall slightly tapers that way, so I want to make sure it's on right. So I'm actually using this brand called Smart Tiles. I think they've gone pretty viral. I actually discovered them via an Instagram ad, and I knew I had to try them because these have like a 3D effect. They're not just a plain sticker. As far as installation goes, it's quite simple. Literally peel and stick. But of course, I'm being a bit extra. I'm using a laser level to make sure that things are nice and level, given that these walls are not always 100%. I have a secret to tell you. I've had these tiles up on the wall for a few weeks now, even before publishing this video, and people that have come over are genuinely impressed and sometimes shocked that these are not real tiles. This has really elevated this bathroom. I'm so obsessed with these tiles. This video is not sponsored, but these were kindly gifted by Smart Tiles, and I wish I would have discovered them when I rented apartments, because these are game changer and totally renter friendly, in my opinion. Honestly, this is insane. I love how it's already transforming the space. It's really satisfying just like rubbing my hands on this. I love the texture. So clearly I have just a section that I need to finish up with the light. I'm gonna be swapping out some new lights that I think are just gonna add just a similar but different vibe. So while I'm at it, let's swap them out and finish putting up the tile. This stuff is really easy to cut. You can just use some scissors, so I probably will do that, especially for the circles here. Can you believe these original lights were actually a DIY? I actually remember having fun making these, but I think it's time for something new. In terms of applying the backsplash around something like this, it's not that bad. I'm just taking some scissors to cutting out the circle. Much easier than real tiles, I think. I'm sorry, it might be hard to see in this little corner, but I also added some tile, which I think makes a big difference. It just makes it look more continuous despite the parting wall. And here is the vanity light that I actually found on Amazon. I love that mid-century modern feel, and I think it ties perfectly with the vanity lights. What do you think? So there is an old window here. This is aluminum. It's old. It needs to be replaced. I frosted it on the other side for the purposes of this video. It's not normally like this, but yeah, this window needs to be replaced, but I'm not doing that right now. In the meantime, I'm just going to spray paint it black, just like a matte black, to give it a more modern look. Clearly it's seen better days. And then I'm also thinking of adding just some like peel and stick mullions. I think it'll be just a good, I guess, temporary solution before it gets replaced. There is a mini blind currently, which I will remove and put something different for the window. Just a little bit of an update. talk window mullions because I think this could improve the look of this window. So I found this stuff online. It's like a flexible trim piece that I can cut to size. It's peel and stick, so it's quite easy to install. So I'm just applying it straight onto the glass, and if you were wondering, it does look fine from the outside. Of course, trying my best to attach them nice and straight, which honestly not bad. And let's just finish this up with a custom bamboo rub and shade, which instantly improved the look of the window. And with that, let's just call it good for this bathroom makeover. Here is the final result. Of course, applying the final touches and decor. It's not the craziest makeover in the world, but I am so happy with the vibe in here. It still feels calming, not overwhelming, and I'm just making it work for me, as this is certainly not my dream bathroom, but I'm making it work and I'm pretty satisfied with the result. Let me know your thoughts on this makeover in the comments. I'm curious to know what you would do differently or what you love the best. I gotta tell you, I am so happy with how this bathroom makeover, more of a refresh I would say, turned out. I think it's so wonderful. It feels finished. It's a bit moodier, and I think this tile really makes a big difference. Who knew an accent wall could actually do something for a space? I highly recommend it. It's a bit of a splurgy peel and stick tile, but it's a great quality. And as far as storage, would you believe that this little art piece right here is actually a hidden cabinet? I actually have a DIY video where I shared how I made it, which certainly is helping add storage to the bathroom. And of course, that IKEA hack, a cabinet in the corner, also adding the storage that I need. Just because they're window curtains doesn't mean they need to go on a window. And I think this is a good little hack for a bathtub. These custom drapes, first of all, how great is this pattern? Isn't that great? And the color too. But I think this is a great way to get a little bit more of a custom look. I feel like just standard curtain, shower curtains, they're typically too short. So going up closer to the ceiling is better in my opinion, and wide, just making it feel fuller, especially when the curtains are drawn out. We want to make sure it still looks full, a little bit more premium, and I think this is a good way to do so. Of course, the pinch pleated header is a nice touch that is my personal favorite for curtains. And yeah, I really like these curtains, and I think it plays well off of the tiles on the opposite wall. If you have any questions, feel free to ask in the comments, and of course I will provide links to everything that I can link in the description, so be sure to check that for more details. Oh, and if you were wondering, I was working on this bathroom makeover here and there when I had some spare time, and of course that took a couple of months, as you will note in the hair growth throughout the video. Oh my. Let me know your thoughts on this bathroom makeover. I am so happy with how it's come together. Of course, nothing's ever finished around here. I'm always changing things around, and I'm sure I will find some edits here and there in the future. But thanks again so much for watching this bathroom video. I hope that you enjoyed it. I have a couple more videos coming out really soon, so be sure you're subscribed, and I would love to also see you in my vlog channel. Many of you don't realize I actually have a vlog channel, a little bit more casual, more laid back, more personal, sort of more home decor focused of the things that I'm doing in my life. So definitely go check out that channel if you're looking for more content from me. Thanks again. I will catch you in the next video. Bye. This lady over here is kind of creeping me out. I might have to swap this piece out because she's just like staring at me. And when I shower in my vulnerability and my nude, she's just like looking. That might have to be changed up.